What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about just some of the stuff that I've done to the truck. I've done a lot of stuff off screen actually, and I sort of had footage of other videos and stuff of the mods I did, but I never really got to making the video. And so I got a lot of stuff coming up here for the truck, so I'm just going to kind of throw it all in one video and just kind of show you guys everything that I did off screen. Alright, so the first thing I did is the headlights. So obviously you can see here they look pretty cool. So they're just a smoked out look. They have sort of the, you know, the black tint with the C-style LEDs, and I'll throw the footage of these up here. Alright, so the next thing I did was under the hood here. We're going to move to under the hood. As you can see, it looks a little bit different in here since the last time I sort of showed you guys in here. So, so far I did the PCV reroute right here, and I'll go ahead and talk about that first. So basically what the PCV reroute is doing right now is it's taking all the crankcase ventilation. That's where you get the extra oil gases and stuff, and oil and stuff coming up, and usually from the factory they have a plastic piece that routes all the way back here into that plug right there, and it goes down into the intake into the turbo. And basically what that does is, it was just a clean way for the manufacturers to get rid of all the dirt and oil and stuff from that, instead of making a mess on the side and stuff. And so what that does is basically decreases your miles per gallon. Your turbo doesn't work as efficiently, and it can lead to your turbo failing. So that's just one mod I did just to kind of keep the truck reliable and all that. And so this is what I did, and as you can see, I just went to Home Depot and got some heater hose. I believe it's 7/8 heater hose, and I just cut the ends off the plastic pieces from the factory piece, and then just put a hose clamp on the heater hose, and then routed it back in to a T, a copper T right here, and then I routed this over to a brass fitting, and this brass fitting was the only way I was able to get it to fit into the oil catch can. Got some of this fuel hose of the same size. I just routed it down the driver's side to the frame and zip tied it to the frame. I'll go ahead and show you guys here. There's the fuel hose. I just kind of zip tied it there, and it comes all the way up to right here. So as you can see, it's leaking oil. That's not exactly what I wanted to happen, but it is what it is, I guess. So, but I am getting around 2 or 3 miles per gallon better. My PCV reroute is doing its job so far. I am a little bit worried about this hose, about how skinny it is, because the factory hose was it was slightly smaller than this stuff, so I'm a little worried, but I guess we'll find out later. But yeah, that's about it for the PCV. It was a really great mod. I'm glad I did it. You know, it's saving me miles per gallon. It's kind of annoying, it's dripping oil sometimes, so I will have to fix that probably. I don't know, the oil can, the catch can isn't really doing much. So the next mod I did in the engine here is just something small. I mean, it wasn't really to the engine, but I did the EGT sensor from Edge for the CTS3, and I got the EGT probe. I don't know if you could see down in there, but there it is down in the manifold. I drilled and tapped into the manifold, and I'll go ahead and link my friend's video in the description, because he did a really good job of explaining how to do it without harming your turbo and everything. So and without just going through the painful process of you know, taking the manifold off, all that stuff. So yeah, but I'll link that in the description so you guys can watch it. But it works pretty good. Basically you just leave the truck running while you're drilling into it, so that way once you punch through, it blows all the metal chips back out instead of going straight into your turbo. And that's exactly what happened with me, and I've been driving it for while. I mean, it was, gosh, last summer. I guess it was June or July of this year that I did that, and it works great. I haven't had any problems yet. So yeah, so basically it has a little like a not heat shrink, like a heat wrap around the wires down there, just to keep the wires from melting. And then it comes up, hooks up to that connector there, and I routed it behind the firewall on the top here, all the way to the other side. And yeah, and then I just zip tied it to the brake master cylinder here. And yeah, it hooks into this black cable, and it hooks in down there. And then this black cable, I routed it down through the firewall down here, right to there where that T is, and that's where you hook in all of your modifications for your CTS and stuff. So that was a really good mod. I'm able to see all my exhaust gas temperatures, and it's, I mean, it hasn't had any problems. I mean, you can't really have problems with those other than it not being in all the way, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's been working great. That was a great mod I was able to do. I'm able to watch all that, especially when I'm towing. I haven't towed yet, but I plan on doing that in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much it for engine mods. I mean, I already did the resonator delete. It was just right here, that little plastic piece that just sits there. That just quiets the turbo. That's all that does. Pretty much all that I figured out was what it does. So but yeah, so we're gonna move on here. There's the engine bay. It's looking great, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it right now. I'd clean the air filter, clean that up. Yeah, just kind of clean the engine bay a few times. Been taking care of it. So yeah, so all right, the next thing, just a little thing, I did these it's all hard to see because it's all covered in crap, but I did these badges, these blacked out badges with the Allison and Duramax. So yeah, so that was just a little thing I did. I did spray paint this gas door, and it was chrome before. I just spray painted it black. I obviously did a horrible job. You know, it's just, yeah, I gotta redo it. I'll probably sand it down, make it all nice this time, and do it that way, probably this summer. So, and then on to the next thing, I actually did the taillights also, which I will also put the video of that in here. I already showed this in my last video, but I did the 7-inch tip on my 4-inch exhaust, and it's been working great. It sounds really good. It looks really good. So no complaints with it, really. Yeah. So the next mod I did is I actually took the fender flares off. I don't know if you guys can notice that, but I don't know if it was in any of my last videos either. I can't remember, but I had these black plastic fender flares on, and as you can see here, it kind of nicked up the paint a little bit, and so I'm not too happy about that. But I went ahead and just took them off. What the heck? And maybe I should put them back on. I'm not sure, really. I like it how it looks without fender flares a lot. I just worry about nicking all the paint up back here, and especially right here, because as you can see, I already pressure washed that off. And this was all like redone at one point. So all of this back here, I don't know if you can see right there, it's kind of bent. But pretty much here down, it's all kind of discolored, and it was obviously worked on at some point. So yeah, so not too happy about that, but what can you do? I got a good deal on the truck, so I'm not too worried about it. Just one more little thing I did is, with wintertime coming, the previous owner actually never used the block heater on this truck, so I went ahead and just routed it. I think it was, yeah, it was all bundled up down there. I just routed it up here to the overflow for the coolant, and just zip tied it there, ran it back here, zip tied it right there, and just ran it into the air box here. So just, I can use that during winter time. I've been using it all winter. It's been doing great, keeping it nice and warm. So but yeah, that's pretty much all I've done to the truck. I mean, I haven't really done much. I really, just during the winter time, I just don't feel like doing anything. I don't know why I'm like that. It's too cold out. I don't know. But yeah, but I do have plans coming. I'm excited for this summer. I'm definitely gonna go ham on this thing, hopefully. Get it all done. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is a 3-inch downpipe from the turbo to the exhaust, and I'm actually going to be doing that very soon. That's probably gonna be my next video. So I'm really excited for that. I already ordered it, so it's on its way. I'm honestly very curious because I've seen people all over the truck community be like, oh, this 3-inch downpipe is so much better than the stock one. And I mean, it makes sense because you get much better airflow and stuff. But as far as sound goes, I've never really noticed a difference with the engine. So at least from videos, I'm going to make sure I have the comparison as best as possible. So I'm going to wait to do the delete until after I finish this video with the downpipe, because I'm really curious to see just any sound difference. And if I feel like it, maybe after the delete, I'll put the stock downpipe back on, or during the delete, I'll put the stock downpipe back on, and then put the other one back on, just to do another comparison. But I don't think I need to do that. All right, what's up, guys? It's about a week later, week and a half from when I filmed the last content. So I basically forgot 2 things that I'm gonna put in the truck. One isn't here yet. It's coming tomorrow in the mail, hopefully. And the other thing is right here. I actually picked up a dash cam. I don't know, I just figured I would include it in the video. It's just a Garmin dash cam mini 2. It was about $100. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's just a small camera that I got and just ran the wire through the headliner. My stereo had a USB plug-in, and it ended up just plugging in right there. So I just hooked it up there. But yeah, pretty simple. I'll see how it works. It connects to your phone. Basically just is on when the truck is running, and it'll turn on if it senses any motion. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. I just figured I'd show you guys real quick. All right, hey guys, so it's been about 2 days, and I got the thing in the mail, so I'll just show you guys real quick. I'm not going to do an install video because you guys can look it up. It's pretty easy and simple. But basically, I got the 4 high mod from Fleece Performance. And basically what it does is when you have your headlights on, it leaves the headlights on when you turn your high beams on, and same with like fog lights and stuff. So I'll just show you guys real quick. It's pretty cool. But yeah, sorry, we got like a foot of snow. Yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, so as you can see, it just turns basically. So these are the headlights. They would be running just normally, and what the mod does is it actually leaves these lights on, and they're not the running lights. I forget what they're called, but they're like for the turn signal and stuff. But it basically leaves it on. So yeah, and then I turn the high beams on, and it leaves the low beams on just to help with visibility and stuff. That's basically what this does. And you can turn the fog lights on with the high beams without the fog lights turning off. So that's pretty much it. But basically this is just a chip that goes in your fuse box right there, Fleece Performance. It's just a little chip that goes in there and connects to all these relays. So and there's another way to do it. You can get diodes from Radio Shack and do it that way, but they're like, I think $1 for 2 of them or something. They're really cheap. But I just wasn't sure I was able to do that. I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm sure I could have figured it out, but I figured I would just go ahead and play it safe and get this. So yeah, so far I've had it installed for about a day now, I guess, and I've been using it during nighttime and stuff. And we got like a huge storm here with all the snow and stuff. So but yeah, it's been doing good so far. So that's pretty much it. It was around $20 on Amazon. So that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked what you see. I know this was kind of a boring one, but I just wanted to kind of get myself out there again. And yeah, so we got some really exciting stuff coming. Definitely stay tuned for those videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.